Thousands of people remember a Japanese public service ad showing two white human figures on a railway platform, while a narrator says someone dies every few seconds. The problem is that the memories disagree. No verified recording has surfaced, and the videos usually presented as Hitogata are reconstructions or unrelated commercials. The mystery is no longer just finding an ad. It is separating the original memory from the cleaner version the internet built afterward. The Japanese word Hitogata can mean a human form, figure, or effigy. Searchers use it because the remembered commercial contains simple person-shaped silhouettes. No production record has established that the advertiser called the spot Hitogata. Treating the nickname as an official title narrows searches incorrectly and makes unrelated results look like failures. The real ad, if it exists, may be filed under a railway company, public safety campaign, insurance firm, or statistical message, with no human figure word in its metadata. Some users remember two figures. Others remember many. The background may be black, white, blue, or a realistic railway scene. The sound may be a crossing bell, metallic strike, or electronic tone. The message is often translated as a death frequency statistic, but the number and cause vary. Memory disagreement does not prove the ad is fictional. Decades-old commercial memories are naturally unstable. It does mean no single modern recreation can be treated as an exact witness statement. As Hitogata moved into English lost media communities, creators illustrated the description. White mannequins, black backgrounds, and railway bells became a recognizable aesthetic. Some recreations were explicit fan projects. Re-uploads removed labels or claimed they were found footage. New viewers then compared their memories against the recreation rather than the Japanese posts. The search gained a clear image at the exact moment its evidence became less reliable. Researchers have proposed railway safety campaigns, anti-drunk driving spots, insurance advertisements, mannequin imagery, and minimalist station announcements. Some contain human silhouettes. Others use bells, abrupt disappearance, or mortality statistics. None matches the full cluster with a documented broadcast date and independent witness confirmation. A candidate should be scored feature by feature instead of accepted because it feels creepy. The more ordinary explanation may be that several real ads contributed different details. Advertisements live in the gaps around programs. Home recorders pause to avoid them. Networks do not publish complete spot logs. Local campaigns may never enter national databases, and corporate archives can be inaccessible. A 15-second ad could survive only on an unlabeled VHS among hundreds of hours. That makes the absence of a search result less decisive than it would be for a theatrical film. It also makes false positives easy, because researchers must scan period broadcasts manually. The alleged text about a person dying every 2 seconds gives Hitogata a public service purpose, but no sponsoring organization or issue consistently follows it. Worldwide mortality statistics, traffic death campaigns, and life insurance messages could use similar language. Once the number entered summaries, later witnesses may have absorbed it. Researchers should search variants, seconds, minutes, accidents, railway deaths, rather than assuming the quotation is exact. Recent candidate posts often begin with a visually similar commercial. A responsible review asks where the file came from, whether the upload predates the English lore, what the Japanese text says, who sponsored it, and whether early witnesses recognize it independently. Most leads fail one of those tests. That is useful. Each rejection defines the search and prevents the same clip from returning under a new file name 6 months later. Unlike Saki-san Obashi, Hitogata has multiple Japanese memory posts and a premise consistent with real advertising. Unlike a confirmed case, It has no stable title, artifact, credited creator, or matching recording. Both survival and conflation remain plausible. Saying the commercial definitely existed overstates memory. Saying it was proven fake overstates skepticism. The honest status preserves uncertainty and describes what evidence would change it. When early recollections are grouped, recurring elements appear, but they do not always travel together. One person recalls white figures, another a crossing alarm, another a mortality statistic, and another a dark minimalist background. Japanese public service and insurance advertising used each of those devices in different campaigns. The search may be trying to force several ordinary memories into one extraordinary commercial. That hypothesis remains testable. A candidate should match the date range, sponsor, wording, visual sequence, and independent witnesses, not merely two atmospheric details. For each new Hitogata lead, the first questions should be administrative. Does the upload come from an off-air tape with a dated program? Is the commercial block intact? Can the Japanese text identify a sponsor or campaign?
Does an archived corporate catalog list the spot? Did any early witness select it before seeing a modern recreation? Visual similarity comes afterward. This protocol feels slower than posting a side-by-side thumbnail, but it protects the search from repeatedly rediscovering the same fan-made clip. A complete search would involve off-air VHS collections organized by program and date, regional broadcaster archives, advertising agency reels, and corporate campaign records. The target may appear between shows with no metadata and no reason for a recorder to preserve the break. Digitization alone does not solve that scale. Volunteers need date ranges, image search tools, Japanese transcription, and a shared rejection log.
Every ruled-out candidate should stay documented, so the same commercial is not rediscovered under a different upload. The work resembles dataset construction more than ghost hunting, which is probably why the mystery has lasted. The ideal find is not a cropped 15-second file. It is a television recording with the surrounding program, station identifiers, neighboring commercials, and enough date information to trace the campaign. Readable Japanese text could identify the sponsor. A corporate or agency record could then confirm production. Early witnesses could be asked independently whether the sequence matches what they remember. That chain would distinguish Hitogata from a modern recreation and reveal which famous details were accurate.
Until then, resemblance alone keeps the mystery moving without bringing it closer to resolution. Hitogata may be on a tape nobody has digitized. It may be filed under a campaign nobody has connected. Or the original may exist only as overlapping memories that the internet sharpened into one impossible commercial. The cruel part is that we can all picture it now. The figures, the bell, the disappearance, the statistic. That clarity came from recreations, not recovery. Until a dated source and provenance appear together, every familiar Hitogata video is evidence of the search, not evidence of the ad.